wait, I'll give you a little knowledge. Before making a decision I found a loophole of her weakness. Because from the stats she is taller than me. The thing to watch out for is the cavalry stats. The drawback I see is, she doesn't have a war book on the infantry. That's the problem for most players, especially non-spending. It's hard to get enough war books to complete all of them. So you have to be smart to manage it. Next, measure the number and type of troops in the castle based on power. Most people still had low tiers in the castle, so it was an advantage for the attackers, who definitely sent the highest tiers. If you look at the average now 40 plus castles without troops or zeroed have a power of around 500 million. So that means he has 500 million strength on troops. You can see from several active castles that have been zeroed. This castle has million tier 12 troops with a power of 720,000. There is a way to estimate the number of troops. Namely by doing calculations. Let's just say he has troops all tier 12. Then 500 million divided by 194, so roughly he has around 2.5 million troops. From here the data. Since we already know he has a weakness in infantry, then it's best to fight him using full cavalry. 2.5 million troops in the castle, it's definitely mixed, and if there are many low tiers then it will be better for the attacker. The thing to worry about is he has full cavalry. But it is impossible. And my initial estimate is he has each tier 12 around 800,000 or 1 million max. At first I didn't think about winning, because I didn't know who would be in the rally. And I only have a farm account with tier 11 troops to help out. But I'm sure I can kill about half of his troops. Then the rest I'm thinking of solo attacks. What's clear to me is that this is fun. Do something challenging, not just hitting weak or much smaller castles, because anyone can do that. So when the opponent is too strong or too weak then it is absolutely no challenge, because the result is clear. And a suggestion for all of you, if you want to join the rally but don't want to be hit, then teleport away from your opponent's location. Then use march speed so the opponent can't track you. Or if there are no open resources you can also teleport at the location and send all marches out of the castle if there are not too many troops. And I need to convey all the information I provide is not to get a compliment, and is considered great, although for some people it is very important, but for me what's fun is seeing positive comments like people feel grateful, and feel the fun in the game and their real life, then hear jokes and add new knowledge. I'm the type of person who gets bored easily if I do the same thing over and over again. What interests me is doing new and challenging things that require skill and thought. Then share it with others who want to accept it, but unfortunately many refuse, because they do not understand. One of my friends joined the rally. Make the number of troops quite balanced between the attacker and the one being attacked. Now I'm sure we will win, but for the percentage it depends on the type and tier of the defense troops. Because she put anti-scout so no one knows, and my hope is she has a little tier 12, and has a lot of low tier. And hopefully she has a bit of tier 12 cavalry. If she has 2 million tier 12 cavalry troops then she will definitely win with those stats, but I'm sure it's impossible, because until now, only I did that, and no one knew about it before. That's what I've done on my farm account. That's what I did when I played in Kingdom 603. Focus on one stat and one type of troops, and also in increasing guard EXP, it will make the castle stronger than many types and low tiers. These are all the troops that are in my farm account. One March Cavalry is to help in the mega rally like what I'm doing now. I actually don't want to train infantry. But I have to do it for daily quests, and the rest is distance, and during troop training events only use speed up for distance. And some tier 8 I didn't train them, but got it from an estate affair. And I routinely upgrade it every day. You can see the defense of this castle of mine in some videos. When I purposely took hits from larger castles and higher stats, it was all to test and prove it, and indeed it was much better, as I expected. But that's up to you, because there are still many who don't believe it, and it irritates me. When I show them something better they just mock me with stupidity, then cry on Facebook seeking attention when things go wrong. We won even though we had fewer troops and lower stats. Please pay attention to the details, and if you don't understand can see the explanations in several other videos about advantages, statistics, tiers, guards, and war books. And I will give another edition when I have time and can concentrate. She has a lot of infantry but doesn't wear a war book. That's one of her weaknesses. But luckily she doesn't have many low tiers, so she loses less troops. That's the advantage of defense during a kingdom raid. All of them were declared injured until the hospital was full. Hopefully there is knowledge that you can take in this video. Thank you for watching. See you.